God is dead.
Dumb who?
God. Haven't you heard? God is dead. I've been reading this Nietzsche fellow.
Ah. Are you sure? Oh, that would explain the rain of frogs.
It really gives a person pause for thought. I mean, here we are thinking about heaven and hell and redemption and damnation, and for what?
But see here, if God is dead, how come I still have a toothache? It stands to reason, you know.
You have a toothache because you never brush. And because you eat too many sweets.
Well, what about Doug, then?
Doug? Who's Doug, and why are we talking about him?
The fellow who died, or was that Nitki or Nizki? Oh, these party throngs really do make it hard to hear properly. Sounded like you said God was dead, which is absurd. I would have read about it in the Times.
You don't often read, though. So.
Good Lord, you don't mean it's true? The old man finally toddled off, did he? Well, perhaps it's for the best.
What old man? Oh, do you mean God? Well, yes, I mean, think about it. He's been hanging around for forever. He's probably tired.
He's been ill. His children wouldn't have anything to do with him. He owed so much money it wasn't even funny. Some people laugh, though. He's better off. What did he die of?
Neglect. Or an embolism. I'm not too sure.
I see. Is that a lung ailment? A disease of the loins?
You know how when you put something into a corner, after a while you forget that it's there because you've learned to live without it?
Yeah.
Yes, well, I think that's what happened. Is there a name for that?
Ah, yes, I believe it's anti-disestablishmentarianism.
They say absence makes the heart grow fonder. And here you are telling me it's a simple case of anti-disestablishmentarianism. Is that even a real word?
Well, I said it, didn't I? So it must be a real word.
Doesn't explain this other fellow I've been reading about. He says that religion is the opiate of the people. If God is dead, then why is religion the opiate of the people? Who do the masses bow down to? Maybe it's the animals.
But going back to this corner business, as you know, my people don't believe in corners. Devil's hideaway, you see. We believe in curves. But your metaphor does come through.
I think we could really take a cue from the animals. They bow to no one. They simply are. I'm enjoying being an animal right now. I am a well-hung rabbit.
That reminds me of quite the amusing story about a local boy named Mansja who used to fight mean dogs for onions.
What about onions? Oh, I had a dog once. He ate an onion and died.
Onions? Oh, these things really do make it hard to hear properly. In answer to your question, no, I have never ascended in a hot air balloon.
Yes, that's what I said. He ate an onion and died. Now, if there really were a God in heaven, surely he would not have allowed this to happen. You silly badger.
Yes, poor bugger. Did he leave his old lady anything besides the itching sickness he picked up in Coventry?
How should I know? Never met your friend Manser.
He had quite the temper, you know. Kids wouldn't have anything to do with him. But hang on, I was talking about Doug.
Doug? Who's Doug? In fact, I was talking about God. But you know, long beard, flowing robes, sandals, booming voice!
Ah, yes. Well, as I said, there would have been an angry letter about it in the Times. He's probably just on vacation.
Yes. Vengeful fellow, haughty and judgmental, golden throne. Says things like, "See here, I have these commandments. to do with God?
Well, I don't know about you, but personally, if I haven't read it in the Times, it hasn't happened.
These are big problems, Lola, that we must contemplate carefully. Is there a God? Is religion the opiate of the people? Is there an afterlife?
Then we should have more champagne.
Well, champagne, yes, but we must continue our contemplation.
Very well. Nectar of the gods.
There was a kitten mewing at my window the other night. It was cold outside, bitter cold and wet, so I let the poor bugger in. Died the next morning. I mean, what does it all mean? Is there any meaning?
That reminds me of quite the amusing story about a fellow named Mancio who used to drown kittens for onions. It was quite comical. Did you say that opium was the religion of the people?
Oh, it's starting to look that way. And speaking of which, are you tipping the opium pipe? You're acting strangely.
Well, I have had 7 glasses of champagne. You're even starting to look like a rabbit.
Oh! Lola, you ass! This is a costume! Next thing you'll be telling me you turned into a badger. Shall I use my rope to beat some sense into you?
What? They told me at Bollington's I was a hedgehog. Or possibly a mole of all the outrages.
Go, well, whatever the hell you are, I'll just take this riding crop and smack you back into reality! Once our photograph is finished. Oh, dash it all to hell, Lola, why did I bring you here?
If you imply, madam, that you wish to employ fisticuffs to resolve some drunken disagreement, let me assure you that I am willing to engage you in the same outside on the street. Stop calling me Lola. My name is Heidi. Heidi Swank.
Oh, Lola, you amuse me with your tough talk and drunken swagger. That's simply the champagne talking. Must you change your name every time you drink? Last week you were Roger Nussbaum. Explain that.
No, but seriously, how did Doug really die? They found him in a corner? I just don't know what you're talking about.
What? Corner? Oh, Lola, this is the last time I allow you to tip the bottle. And please, don't